is saying that in order for you to be this holy priesthood, this job that we said we wanted, we must take up our cross so that we can do this walk to die. And the walk that he wants us to do is the walk that gets us to the place of holiness. And what he's really saying is that every ounce of your flesh has to die. The things of our flesh that we enjoy, the things of our flesh that we love, the things of our flesh that we invest in and that we spend money on and that we spend time with, they need to die. And when Jesus died on the cross, the only thing that did die was his flesh, because his spirit went on to do great things. But the dirt suit, the mindset of the flesh, the mindset of the earth, the peopleness of him died so that he could have abundance. Moses stood there in the presence of God and he held his hands up and they were battling and the Israelites were fighting and he became weary. And every time his hands came down, the Israelites would begin to lose. And there was a man called Aaron and there was a man called Hur. And they came and they stood on the right and the left of him. And whenever Moses got weary, they held his hands up so that he could sustain what he was doing, so that they could be victorious. And when you come up missing, and when you don't have accountability, and when you don't have somebody feeding you the scripture in your time of weariness, and when there's nobody to hold your hands up, the Israelites are losing. This is why the earth looks like the earth looks. What Paul said is true, that I have to get up and die daily. That is not the death that I did yesterday for my flesh is not going to hold me for today. Today I have to die anew, and tomorrow I'm going to have to die again. And every day I get up, something in my flesh has to be cut off. And so we take up our cross, not just for reward, but we take up our cross for all the people. There's a truth in the earth that if you take a small baby elephant and you tie them to a post or a weight so that they don't run away, they'll always stay in that bondage. And so when the elephant starts out at 100 pounds, they can't break the bondage, Dina. They can't get free. But in 10 years, when that elephant weighs a ton, in his mind, he still has the same bondage. He won't even attempt to free himself, although he has the capacity to do so. The Christian life, if we don't renew our mind and put new things in our hearts and sacrifice our flesh, we're just like that elephant. Too inconvenient. And God said, is it really inconvenient, or is your heart more conditioned to cussing? Is your heart more conditioned to Jack Daniels? Is your heart more conditioned to lighten up? Is your heart more conditioned to, if I just could make some more money, I'm gonna get another job. That's how I'm gonna solve this. But he said, take up your cross and follow me.
Thank you for being with us today.
Elevation Life Center.
It's center where faith and family grow together. See you soon. And remember, we're always lifting you higher.
Elevation Life Center, where faith you. Elevation Life.